We are inside a Chinese factory. Welcome to a new factory here in China. We are about to enter one of the biggest logistic and shipping hub on planet Earth. We are about to enter a factory. Welcome to one of the biggest free trade zones. This is a special place here in China. I took a flight to the corner of China to visit some local factories. This area doesn't have many people living in it, but it's very important for trade. Trains here connect Asia to Europe, and goods can travel back and forth in only 15 days. Something Marco Polo could have only dreamed about. In our Western media, you might hear some wild claims about Xinjiang and the Uyghur people, but my only goal is to show you how things are made here in China. You will not believe this. We're about to enter a drug factory that makes traditional Chinese medicine. I've been asking around, and the main reason it makes sense to make factories over here in Xinjiang is that we are 3,000 meters above the sea level, and therefore with this type of weather above the sea level, they're able to grow many types of plants that are not available next to the sea. Some very cool info that we did just learn is that they do recover the heating generated by the factory, and they do use it in winter, so the city saves energy, they do save energy, and nothing gets wasted. Ha ha ha. I'm such a nice lady after having a bath. Over here is where they are packaging all this Uyghur Chinese medicine. Oh, and I didn't know we were going to be allowed inside. Let's go check. Check out this freaking thing. We are inside a Chinese factory producing pharmaceutical products. Here we are at the packaging stage, and there is this machine automatically creating the packages from one layer to making them like boxes. And then over here we move on to the other side of the line. These are some of my friends that got invited to this factory as well, and they keep moving, and all the people are checking if the process is correct, and therefore if there is any single mistake is going to be noticed by a human eye. If not, the package is going to continue through this line until it gets packed over here, and then from that side of the machine is going to be put into these boxes, and then there is another machine taking the boxes from here until there and placing them on this thing that is going to be lifted and brought into a truck. Absolutely stunning. This is where they do boil all the medicines together. It's practically like a massive teapot. You insert all the products inside, all the plants, and then after it has melted, mixed very well, you slowly transform it into tablets that are digestible by everyone. And I heard that this factory does make 720,000 packages per day. Imagine what a number. And here, ladies and gentlemen, it's the room of the supervisor. They do watch the screen over here, and in the meantime they do check stuff on their own screens. We're inside the Chinese factory, and it does remind me so much of how beer is produced. Very similar container, very massive ones. But of course, being a pharmaceutical factory, the procedures are a bit different, just slightly different. Check how massive is this thing. By the way, this guy is the CEO of the factory, and I am so glad that he is showing us around, because we're getting access to incredible rooms. Imagine, they literally have nothing to hide. All the monitors are here, super visible to our cameras. Incredible. I know, I will get the comments, oh, this is what they want you to see. Anyway, I'm here, I'm enjoying it. This is not just a monitoring area. This is actually where people do control, push the buttons and separate the medicines. They do separate the liquid, they do all the work through these computers. They tell to the machine exactly what to do at what moment. So It is not just monitoring. I'm totally surprised by it. Okay, so they make this tiny medicine.
你让他可以尝一下。
Do you want to try?
Okay, this is for what?
This is for a cold.
For cough.
Yeah.
You eat it like
For
that?
cold fever and
So-
sore throat.
So I take it like this.
我的糖比较黄，也可以吃。蜂蜜。喝呢？那种包给我。
Wow. It's like eating herbal tea. And actually, all around the factory, there is this smell of herbal tea. Chinese medicine, it's all based on plants. A quick thing I want to show you over here. Yes, they do buy some electricity, but once the factory starts working, they do produce their own electricity. And apparently, these are the money that they are saving per kilowatt or something like that. I'm not an electricity expert, but very interesting to see. To simplify this area, this is where you do wash the plants and separate all the impurities. These are practically massive washing machines. They look so stunning. Oh my gosh. I love factory tours. If more factories would like to invite me, I will happily do it. I also wonder how all the workers will go back at home after smelling all this herbal tea everywhere herbal tea. Maybe you'll feel much healthier, I'm not sure. So step number 1, washing. Then step number 2, on the other side of the aisle, is kind of boiling it, reducing. Step number 3 is going down. You make it like powder and you can convert it into tablets or you keep it as powder. And this powder is how I tried it. Outside the factory it's super cold. Inside it was super warm because they are boiling this tea everywhere. So strange to walk with such a dress. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the biggest free trade zones on planet Earth. Over here there are multiple shops. They do sell all kind of products. There are shops for us normal people and there are wholesale shops. Both Chinese manufacturers and foreign manufacturers, they do come here and they put their stalls everywhere to present their products. Here is the Laoban in this tour. Thank you for buying my toothbrush here in the free trade zone. If I knew she would buy something for me, I would have asked for wine, coffee, and more. Kayit? She doesn't understand what I say. Perfect. And anyway, so there are multiple areas over here that we can explore. And if you want to sell something in China, in the free trade zone, it's called free because there are no taxes. You can import products directly here to Urumqi and sell your authentic illy Italian coffee. Restore Young Multi-Effect. That guy tried it and now he's drunk. Gucci sample hand cream from Germany. Rwandan coffee. Of course they do show the gorilla. And we ended up in an African shop. I'm always wearing the Kenyan bracelet with me. And we do get also the Afghani pavilion. Korean shop, Turkish shop, even the French flag. We don't need to go in such a shop. It's okay. This is why I love traveling in China. You find shops from countries which are not represented globally. Here you can find anything. No prejudice. California, USA. Over the market, they are preparing some video to publish on every possible social media. And the cool thing about this area is that they do live stream products to all over the planet. And to do so, look at this freaking thing and look at this. You have no idea how important is this place here in China because only a few places around the country are allowed to stream their products abroad without a VPN. Everywhere else you need a VPN, but not here. And here you do get an examples of some of the products that they do sell online to the entire planet. Do we recognize this couple? Oh my! Guys, this is my new TikTok channel. I'm starting from zero. I had 34,000 subscribers. Now it's only 600. I needed a German SIM card to get monetized in Europe. Italy is not monetized, unfortunately. Here. Endless views. The things you find in such shops. Thank you for all the views from Sri Lanka. Finally, I found One of my favorite stores in Italy, Riscossa, for only $11.90, less than $2. I guess I'm gonna buy one pack and bring it home. If I had to get also some spaghetti. I came here to shoot a video, I ended up buying pasta. Life, tough. By the way, this video has no sponsor, it is just me and my 2016 laptop that is falling apart. Every corner is broken and this screen is held together by hopes and prayers. Well, if you want to help me make more videos, you can consider clicking the join button or supporting the channel via the links in the description. Patreon and PayPal are the best ways, but all the affiliates links are super available and it will really help me out. If you cannot afford any of that, consider liking, commenting, sharing my videos with your friends and watching them until the end. Thank you so much. We are on the deck of the biggest logistic and shipping hub on planet Earth. This place is absolutely massive. 70% of the parcels going to Europe, they pass through Urumqi, which is a Uyghur territory, and therefore, because we are here in Urumqi, I have a Urumqi local hat. Do you think I should be shooting the rest of the video while wearing it? Hello, Nika. Good job. In the past, it would have taken you 22 days to ship all these products to Europe, but nowadays you can do it in only 15. Of course, there are multiple ways of transport. We do go with the normal trucks. We do have the biggest railway on planet Earth here in China, and there are airplanes up in the sky. Probably you cannot hear them because the microphone is covering all these weird background sounds, or at least it's trying to do so. Check out all the packages coming in behind me. Check out all the packages coming in front of us. Practically, once they are removed from the trucks, they are put on such lanes, and depending on the packages, some of these lanes they will be able to sort automatically the packages. So what happens over here is that the packages are being taken from the trucks over there, and from this section they are being pushed inside this machine, and from this machine they are sorted automatically into these lanes, and the lanes will be able to divide the packages per destination. It's all done thanks to AI and other technologies, and over here you can see exactly how it's going. Look, all automated. They do not need the people for this process. They need people just at the start, and then at the end of the process when the package is gonna ship your home. Just incredible, absolutely beautiful and stunning. And all this work is done by the Uyghurs that they are here in Xinjiang, an area of China as big as Iran. Practically the light over there is how fast they do scan the QR codes of these packages, and it's like a Formula 1 competition, absolutely unbelievable. And they move around so incredibly quickly. Each column, I think, is a different city, and of course in China there are million cities. Here again we have the human touch, sorting them, placing them in such a perfect way so they will fit these cages. And then who knows where they're gonna be shipped. Abroad, in China, everywhere, everywhere. Very strong lady. Oh, wow. I love watching this line, absolutely satisfying. Seeing all the packages being delivered in different locations and suddenly shifting direction. Practically the packages that they do end up here at the end of the lines were the packages that the machine was not able to scan automatically, and therefore they are stored again and put it back on the line at the beginning. Absolutely cool. How many tons of goods pass through this place every day? heading from China to the world.
我们每天能处理的最多的这个件数的话是30万件一天。
How many cars they get shipped from here to the world?
整个车次一天的话，最多我们可以达到接近1000。
Which one is the country that receives the most goods from Urumqi?
整个京东的这个货物的大概80%到90%都是往国内的。
So these products that they get shipped to mainland China, are they produced in this part of China or they come from other parts of China as well?
不，本地的。
And is he part of the Uyghur people?
哦，我是维吾尔族。
He's from the Uyghur.
Okay, nice to meet you. Nice. First Uyghur that I meet in person. The shipping logistic is right here and the airport is exactly over there. Welcome to a new factory here in China. This is a factory that produces incredible machinery for farmers. If you look at this wheel, it is practically 2 meters tall. I am 191 and they told me that I am allowed to go on top of this machine. Absolutely incredible. Here are the safety stuff. Let's go on top. Let's go check. Absolutely incredible. Wow. Before going to the driver's seat, let's go over here. Let's see what it's like. Wow. This machinery is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. And here is probably where all the crop goes. Absolutely incredible. Let's go check the driver's seat. Oh my goodness. That's incredible. Wow. And here we go, even 2 seats for your companion, and here is the actual driver's seat. Here, that's where you can maneuver all this incredible machine, and here you can pilot it as if it was a helicopter. Just stunning, super comfortable. Imagine working the land over here, cutting all the crops with all the dents over there. Absolutely stunning, fantastic. What a beautiful piece of machinery. I actually want to see how they produce it. And there is a staircase. Maybe this staircase brings us on top of the machine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Here we are on the absolute top of the machine. Wow. Wow. So practically you can watch the entire factory. This is the exhibition part of the factory. That's not where they actually produce it. Of course, every factory has their own exhibition hall. And from here you can see probably all the crop moving around and absolutely stunning machinery. Lights everywhere, mirrors everywhere, and that's their video presentation. Hello, boss. Guys, I'm being joined by the big boss. Here. This machine cost $500,000, so don't break his boss. She actually doesn't speak English, but all good. Good. That's her word. I found a new incredible machine. This one is called the Crop Destroyer. Look at this. It is actually not the official name, but that's how I call it. If you end up over there, you are done. And it's currently being sold in China, of course, in Turkey, in Uzbekistan. I think there are deals with Egypt, and I think there is a country which I'm missing out on. I don't remember. Of course, guys, each machine is completely different. There are machines to plant the seed, there are machines to break the land, and my grandfather would have loved this truck. Again, the wheels here are crazy tall. Look what a powerful engine. Oh my gosh, what a place. This is a fantasy land for farmers. By the way, I just want to add that when you are in such a showroom, you think like there are toys for kids, but the sizes are just incredible. At the moment, guys, they do cooperate with all these countries. Unfortunately, Italy is missing from this cooperation. Behind me, there is a hall with all the company values, but honestly, I never cared about HR. I just want to see how products are made. Probably that's what happens in this section. So we passed from the showroom over there to the factory over here. Let's go. So guys, each car takes 2 hours and a half to being produced. At the moment, the workers there at the lunch break, and actually they have some secrets that they do not want to show us. So they sent everybody to lunch break. And on the right side, there is this blue screen with lots of statistics and digital data that also we are not allowed to show you, but super interesting to be here. Guys, China is currently advancing technologically at such a fast speed that now they fear about other countries stealing from them, and therefore we cannot see how they actually do the products, because we are at such a stage on this planet where other countries are now stealing from China. Incredible. Here we can see some images of the practical use of the things that they do sell. Even someone decided to paint the machinery. I am about to leave this part of China, and then something unexpected did happen. The pharmaceutical factory did send me this. By the way, I do not advertise any pharmaceutical product, not even the natural ones. I never did it, and I'm not doing it now. I just want to show you what's inside. So first of all, this is for fever, cold, all the other things. One brand is super famous, the other one is less famous. They are probably both effective. But the crazy part is this one. I don't know why they gave me this one. This one is for people who are not able to last longer in bed. And my girl complained that we have the opposite problem.